Steve, I never had the habit of doing a static steering, but I don't want to name the person or anything. But when I moved to Perth, I did take a driving lesson from Kemscott.
Yeah.
And they advised me to do it what you term it as a static steering. So they advised me this, and after that lesson, I started practicing that. But now I should let go of that static steering and have to get back to what I was following earlier.
Yeah. So look, I hear that a lot, and in fact, like in any other industry, there are people who know what they're talking about. They are, look, I'm always happy to put my signature underneath every statement that I make, and I'm happy to debate it, on any day. Look, static steering, like I said, especially for inexperienced drivers, they don't know how the path is shaping if they are steering but not moving.
Yes.
So if somebody left the steering wheel in the locked position,
yes,
and they didn't allow you to look at the wheels straight over to the left, am I right? So let me repeat the question again. So
yes,
if somebody left the steering wheel in the locked position to left or right side,
yeah,
and they didn't allow you before you sat in the car,
yeah,
to look at the wheels and their position,
yes,
and you sat in the car and the reverse camera isn't turned on, and the steering wheel looks like it does look now, but the car is stationary.
Yes.
Would you be able to know 100% how your wheels are positioned?
No.
That is what I'm saying. Is it bad in real life? It's not. It's not. I don't believe it's something that drivers should be penalised for, because it's the power steering, it's the hydraulic or electric. Go to the right lane, indicate right, a mirror, look over your shoulder. Proper shoulder. Ooh, see, you're crossing and then checking. Check first. And then you move and turn right at the lights, okay?
Yes. Okay.
So you've done that a few times. I know people sort of think, it's never happened to me, so, it's always right and it's formality.
Yeah.
I can put my signature under this statement. Blind spot checking is not a formality. It's proven beyond doubt scientifically that you can have a big object hidden outside of the frames of all of your mirrors for a very brief moment, but that very brief moment is more than enough to get involved in a collision.
Yes, no, absolutely agree with your point.
So try to separate it. So blind spot, and then as you cross over, do the secondary mirror check. That's the safest way to do it.
This is an unprotected signal.
It may be. So now it's the green arrow, but it can be on this intersection. Slow down.
Yes.
Now we are already in one lane, so you don't have to separately merge, because we entered. If you came from that direction where the blue and the silver cars are, you would merge from 2 to 1, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
So very simple. So look, back to static steering. I don't believe I don't think it's dangerous to do.
Yeah.
If you're experienced, you'll know, okay? I know it all the time, no big deal. So, but in the test, there's a reason they will severely mark you for it, because they want young drivers, because the test criteria is designed for people without experience.
Okay.
But those with experience, they will understand it easier why we do certain things.
Yes.
And now I want you to be honest with me. Does it make sense? I mean, is it logical the way I explained it to you?
Yes, it is.
So you got to know which way, how is it shaping when you're steering,
Yep.
Turn left. So, and just to clarify, we move at a very low speed, like barely moving, but not completely stationary.
Yes.
Okay? And that's very important, So you can, if you feel it's going to go a bit fast, just press brake a bit more, Same as on this corner. See, if I wasn't using my apps, mate, I'd be in your lap, So you can't force your passengers to use apps. A little bit slower around those corners, and it's going to be nice and smooth,
Yep.